Hi, I'm John Prasinos, Editor-in-Chief of Aircraft Value News. I'm also a contributing editor to Avionics International Report. Both publications are produced under the aegis of Access Intelligence. Welcome to my latest video presentation posted May 29, 2025. Today I want to discuss a global megatrend, how China's new leasing power is reshaping aircraft values in Africa and Southeast Asia.
Chinese aircraft lessors are big news. Yes, big news indeed. These are not small players, not anymore. Think of giant Chinese banks, major financial institutions. They are backing these leasing companies. Names like ICBC Leasing, BOC Leasing, and CDB Aviation are becoming very familiar. You hear them in boardrooms and at air shows. They have deep pockets, lots of money to spend, and they are spending it on brand new airplanes, Airbus jets, Boeing jets. They are buying them in large numbers, changing the game entirely. This is a fundamental shift, make no mistake about it. These companies are now looking beyond their home turf. They are expanding, aggressively. Where are they going? Into Africa, into Southeast Asia. These are fast-growing markets with enormous potential. Airlines there need planes to meet rising travel demand. People want to fly, for business, for leisure, for connection. Chinese lessors see this opportunity. They see a gap they can fill. They are moving quickly, they are signing deals, they are delivering aircraft. This is a strategic push, a very deliberate move to gain global influence in the aviation sector. Their ambition is huge, absolutely massive. They are not content with being regional players. Oh no, they want a significant slice of the global aircraft leasing pie. For decades, Western companies dominated this market. Irish lessors, American lessors. They set the rules, they controlled the supply of aircraft. But now the landscape is changing dramatically. Chinese lessors are challenging the old guard. They are bringing new competition, new capital, new ways of doing business. This is a disruption, and it's happening right now as we speak. Think about the past. For years, if an airline in Africa or Southeast Asia needed a plane, they had limited options. They mostly turned to established Western lessors. Those lessors knew the market well. They had the experience. They had the aircraft. But sometimes their terms were strict. Their financing could be complex. Now, there is an alternative. A powerful new alternative emerging from the East. Chinese lessors offer something different. They are keen to build relationships. They are hungry for growth. This is more than just business. It's about global reach. Profitable, I tell you. So, why these specific regions? Africa and Southeast Asia. What makes them so attractive to these ambitious Chinese companies? Well, it's all about growth. Pure and simple. These economies are developing rapidly. Middle classes are expanding. More people have disposable income. And what do they want to do? They want to travel. They want to see the world. They want to connect with other countries. This means airlines need more aircraft. Many more aircraft. It's a demand story. A very compelling demand story that Chinese lessors understand perfectly. The potential is simply enormous. Untapped. Many routes are underserved. Many city pairs lack direct connections. Local and regional airlines are eager to expand their fleets. They want to offer more flights, more destinations, but acquiring aircraft is expensive, very expensive. Leasing provides a flexible solution. It allows airlines to grow without massive, upfront capital expenditure. Chinese lessors are stepping in. They are offering these airlines a lifeline, a chance to modernize, a chance to compete. They see partners for the long term. This is smart business. Very smart indeed. Now let's talk deals. How are Chinese leasing deals different from Western ones? This is where it gets interesting. Chinese lessors, often backed by state-owned banks, may have a different approach to risk. They might offer more flexible terms, perhaps longer lease periods, maybe lower security deposits. They are building market share. They are keen to get aircraft placed. This can mean being more accommodating to the needs of airlines in developing markets. They might also be more open to financing older aircraft, or working with newer, less established carriers. It's a competitive edge. Consider the financing structures. Chinese lessors might have access to cheaper funding. This is a big advantage. Their cost of capital could be lower. This allows them to offer more competitive lease rates. They might also be more willing to structure deals in local currencies, reducing foreign exchange risk for airlines. This kind of flexibility can be a game changer. For an airline in Nairobi or Hanoi, a slightly better lease rate or more favorable terms can make a huge difference to their bottom line. It can mean the difference between profit and loss. This is the new reality. Let's talk money. Lease prices, aircraft values. How is this Chinese expansion affecting the numbers? It's basic economics really, supply and demand. More lessors mean more competition. More competition for popular aircraft like the Airbus A320 or the Boeing 737-800. These are the workhorses of the sky. Airlines everywhere want them. When Chinese lessors enter the market with large orders of these planes, they increase the supply available for lease. This puts downward pressure on lease rates. Good news for airlines, potentially challenging for other lessors who have to match these rates. Imagine an airline in Vietnam. They need 5 new A320s. Before, they might have had only a few Western lessors to talk to. Now, Chinese lessors are knocking on their door, offering brand new aircraft, offering competitive terms. This airline can now negotiate harder. They can play lessors off against each other. The result? Lower monthly lease payments. For a narrow-body jet like an A320 or a 737-800, a saving of even a few $1,000s per month per aircraft adds up significantly over a year. This makes air travel more affordable. It helps airlines expand their networks. What about aircraft values? This is a bit more complex. Increased supply from new orders can impact the value of existing older aircraft. If airlines can get new planes at attractive lease rates, they might be less interested in leasing older models. This could mean that the residual values, what a plane is worth at the end of its lease or its operational life, might decline for certain types. Chinese lessors often place huge bulk orders directly with Airbus and Boeing. They get good prices, they get early delivery slots. This influx of new technology can accelerate the retirement of less fuel-efficient older generation aircraft. This doesn't mean all older planes lose value overnight. Oh no. Well-maintained aircraft in high demand will always find a home. But the market dynamics are changing. Lessors must be shrewder about managing their portfolios. They need to understand which aircraft types will hold their value, and which might face pressure. The Chinese lessors, with their focus on new, popular models, are banking on strong long-term demand. They are betting that airlines will continue to prioritize modern, fuel-efficient planes. It's a calculated risk. A big one, but potentially very rewarding. Now, it's not all smooth flying, make no mistake. There are risks. Big risks for Chinese lessors in these new markets. Africa, for example. Some countries face political instability. Economic volatility is a constant concern. Currency fluctuations can wipe out profits. An airline might sign a lease in US dollars. If their local currency devalues sharply, those lease payments become much more expensive. This can lead to defaults. These are serious challenges. Challenges that require careful management and deep local understanding, not for the faint of heart. Then there's the creditworthiness of some airlines. In developing markets, airlines can be more vulnerable. They might have weaker balance sheets. They might be more susceptible to economic downturns or sudden shocks like a fuel price spike. What happens if an airline cannot make its lease payments? Repossessing an aircraft is a nightmare, a costly, complicated legal nightmare, especially across different jurisdictions. Getting your multi-million-dollar asset back from a remote airfield when an airline has collapsed is a huge operational headache. Western lessors have decades of experience with this. Chinese lessors are still learning these ropes. And don't forget the competition. The established Western lessors are not just sitting back and watching. Companies like AerCap, Air Lease Corporation, they are giants, they have deep relationships, they have vast experience. They understand these markets intimately. They will fight hard to protect their market share. They will innovate. They will offer competitive deals too. So Chinese lessors face a tough battle. They need more than just cheap capital. They need expertise. They need strong risk management. They need patience. This is a long game. Finally, regulatory hurdles. Different countries mean different laws, different legal systems, different rules for aircraft registration, for dispute resolution, for taxation. Navigating this complex web requires significant legal expertise. It adds cost, it adds complexity. Chinese lessors need to build up this capability. They need to understand the nuances of each local market. This is not easy. It takes time, it takes investment. But if they get it right, the rewards are substantial, the growth is there, the opportunity is undeniable. Profitable if managed well. The future of global aviation is being reshaped right before our very eyes.
Well, that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching. And if you have any comments or questions, please don't hesitate to send an email to me at jpresinos@accessintel.com.